Welcome back, people of the Most High God, Jesus Christ, the one true holy God. So look, something I want to talk about today is somebody that I think is overlooking right now, right? We need to talk about we need to talk about Elon Musk and all his endeavors. So the first thing, there's gonna be three things that he's doing that we're gonna talk about that is really dangerous for humanity. Okay, the first one is going to be about his stance on universal basic income. The second is going to be about his plans of merging humans with artificial intelligence, and the third one is going to be about how much power he's going to gain by putting the satellites into space, or completing his mission of doing that. So we're gonna play some audio, some things, and this gonna be one of the new ways that I do things. So be patient. So I mean, you gotta take things like this into consideration, right? Why is one man with so much influence? Why is he trying to push the narrative towards these ideals? So listen to what he says about universal basic income.
I do think there's a pretty good chance we end up with a universal basic income or something like that due to automation. I'm not sure what else one would do this, but that's kind of, I think, what would happen. And people have time to do other things and more complex things, more interesting things, something more leisure time. And then we've got to figure out how we integrate with a world in the future with advanced AI. I think that's going to be one of the toughest, maybe the
technology revolution that's taking place today is sort of like the industrial revolution that took place 200 years ago. That's when the Luddites were.
Okay, so what he's basically saying is, and I spoke on this about Andrew Yang in my video, is Jared Kushner the Antichrist. Like I said, he basically is saying that it's going to be an automated takeover or whatever, machine takeover, where that humans are going to need universal basic income because there's not going to be any need for them to work. So like I said, they're trying to create an AI slave society. But let's keep listening.
We're smashing the sewing factories in London, and the same thing happens now. But what Tesla does, what Elon does, is he tells people, hey, listen, you show me how we can do your job better, I'll get a different job for you. I'll get a better job for you. I'll get a more interesting job for you. The people at Tesla are really delighted to work in Tesla. People work in other places, as soon as they can eliminate them, they eliminate them.
Oh, man, I had to start my car back up. It's hot. I need this air running. All right, let's go to another one.
We are being censored. American news outlets no longer supply news. And Joshua Phillips, senior investigator, there will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
What to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately there will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. What to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal
basic income, I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
That's simply and I want to be clear that these are not things that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
So let me tell you why this is just dumb, right? okay, we're gonna get into the artificial intelligence part, right? But so he's saying that because of the artificial intelligence takeover, that we should merge with AI. How about you just stop making stuff? All right, but we haven't even got to that though. Let me finish playing this.
And since if my assessment is correct, and they probably will happen, then we need to say, what are we going to do about it? And I think some kind of a universal basic income is going to be necessary. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, there will come abundance. There will be almost everything will get very cheap. I think I think we'll just end up doing a universal basic income. It's going to be necessary. The harder challenge, much harder challenge, is how do people then have meaning? Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their.
Okay, so I'm sure you get the point from that. So now let's go on to what he's talking about his plans to merge humans with AI. Okay, and I hope we 6 minutes in, so hopefully you all didn't get so bored that you tuned out, because this is very important information that I'm trying to share. Never mind the presentation or the way I'm presenting it to you. Just try to take the information in without being bored, because it actually is crucial. I'm making light of it, but it's actually crucial. So listen up.
You're the guy with the gun.
This is a commercial.
The person who'd do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know?
Between running the show at Tesla and sending his SpaceX rockets into outer space, it's surprising that Elon Musk still has time for his many ambitious side hustles. His latest bit on the side, Neuralink, has flown under the radar for the past few years, but it's now captivating the world's attention for a reason that's as intriguing as it is scary. Musk suggests that Neuralink will facilitate his mission to merge humans with artificial intelligence and subsequently save the human race from AI. Most of Musk's businesses run off the backbone of forward-thinking technology, but one piece of tech that Musk...
Okay, we're gonna finish this, right? But now, I've been talking about transhumanism, right? And I've been talking about extraterrestrials, right? After this, we're gonna pull up a clip of him talking about aliens too. So think about this: the person that's talking about, okay, if you go back and listen to my transhumanist extraterrestrial rant, right? Then you'll kind of start piecing stuff together. So look, that y'all don't find that strange that the same person who wants the world to get on universal basic income is also the same person who wants to merge humans with artificial intelligence, and is also the same person who believes in extraterrestrials. Yeah. Put all that together, but we're gonna keep listening.
Musk openly fears is AI. He firmly believes that artificial intelligence is the biggest threat to the human race, and that advancements in its technology is a dangerous game for us all to be played.
Stop making
it sounds
it then.
a little far-fetched to think that AI could literally wipe out life as we know it, but Musk isn't alone in his worries. In its current narrow form, AI can already outperform humans at literally any mental task, from solving...
So listen, do you see the excuse coming? The reason they're literally gonna be saying that we have to do this or our own technology is going to destroy us. I mean, that don't make sense. Just stop making stuff, man. What else do we need in this world? But it's crazy. It's crazy, like the logic
equations to playing chess. But if we were to unleash its full potential and develop AI into a wide form of intelligence, it could and would outperform humans in every way imaginable. Especially if
think about this too, right? Think about this, right? If these people believe in evolution, right, and they basically, AI is basically them trying to evolve, right? Okay, think about this. You know, like lying is part of will be considered a part of evolution because it's survival of the fittest, right? So you think this? Do you think this AI with this type of mentality that basically it's gonna be like have a human consciousness with no emotion, only trying to accomplish a purpose, right? So you don't think this artificial intelligence will learn how to lie and manipulate for whatever its better purpose is? Something you got to think about, because lying goes along with evolution and natural selection, because it's you lying to get whatever your need is. So that lying and evolution are hand to hand, because it's deception for gain. Okay, my bad. I had to give a little commentary. Okay, so you pretty much get that. All right, now we're gonna look at what he's trying to accomplish with the satellites. Okay, Elon Musk satellites 2020, and I'm gonna leave the link to all these videos that I'm looking up. If I don't do it immediately in my comment section, you'll see it within a couple hours. Okay. This should be a good one. Well, it's an advertisement, so I'm gonna hit the skip button as soon as it pop up. That's okay. It's a long advertisement.
If we don't improve our pace of progress, I'm definitely, gonna be dead before we go to Mars.
The whole purpose of SpaceX is really to help make life multiplanetary. Well, we're building a production line. Production line is the hard part. Making one of something is well, at this point, frankly, designing a rocket is not that hard. Especially if it's an expendable rocket, it's not really a hard problem. You can literally read books that'll tell you exactly how to do it.
Keep listening. Do not fall asleep. Do not tune out. Okay? You have to watch this whole video to get the whole information. Okay? Just keep listening.
Now, actually building that thing even once is hard. Then building a production line is 1,000% harder. But there's really just one thing that matters, that is a fully and rapidly reusable rocket. That's the one thing that matters. And it needs to be reasonably big, or your payload to non-payload ratio will be kind of whacked.
Okay. Okay, look. So we know that he wants to do the stuff with, of course, with the SpaceX, the Dragon, right? And the satellites, right? I'm about to go to this video it's called it says Starlink explained why SpaceX needs 42,000 satellites. Okay, please bear with me. Do not fall asleep.
Sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Click on the link in the description and enter promo code undecided for 85% off and 3 extra months for.
I had to pause it for a second. Okay. At the end of this video, I'm going to sum everything up, so you got to keep listening.
Free. If you're watching this video, that means you obviously have an internet connection. Although you may live in an area with limited providers or network speeds, you still have internet accessibility, which can improve everything from entertainment to work to education and to healthcare. But 41.3% of the world doesn't have access to internet at all. And that's where SpaceX comes in with Starlink, which is getting very close to launching their own service. What is it? What are the latest developments? And why should you even care? I'm Matt Farrell. Welcome to Undecided. So as I mentioned, internet access isn't ubiquitous. Just over 40% of the world doesn't have any access to the internet yet. And even in areas with access, it can be spotty if you're not in a more urban area. Places like Africa, the Middle East, and Asia are lagging behind areas like North America and Europe. Laying long cable runs into remote regions can be costly given the number of potential customers. Even building out wireless signals in those areas is costly, which is why there are still so many low bandwidth areas in places across the United States. While 96% of urban areas have access to broadband, only 61% of rural areas do. Satellite internet service solves part of that problem because you can cover a large area with a single satellite, but there's some big downsides.
Okay, I ain't gonna make y'all sit here all day because I know y'all attention spans are short. But pretty much, he wants to put 42,000 satellites in the air so that in space, so everybody can have internet no matter what, right? So think about that. That's too much power, man. You mean to tell me the man who wants to merge humans with artificial intelligence and is promoting universal basic income, which is the system that they will take away from you if you don't take the mark of the beast. You mean to tell me this man is about to have control over the satellites in the sky to the point where if he don't agree with something, he can literally shut off the whole internet from everybody. That's too much power. He's gonna like that right there. If we start depending on him for our internet access, for basically the if we depend on him for these things, like, we're doomed. Like, you look at all these things that the man is into. If he puts these satellites in space, and then then the whole world depends on his company for internet, that's way too much power, man. Like I just said, this man wants to merge man with machine, and he wants universal basic income. That's when there's smoke, there's fire. That's too much power this man has. Okay, last but not least, let's listen to his philosophy on extraterrestrials. My bad, bear with me. And I'm going to leave all these links in my comment section.
One, two, three, four. Can I have a little more? 5, 6.
Have aliens? Have aliens been confirmed? Or is this a wildly misleading statement in an attempt to pique your interest enough to watch the rest of the video? Clickbait! Find out more on today's.
My bad. Hold on. This wasn't good. I'm gonna find something else. I want something with him actually coming out of his mouth and saying it. Yeah, I didn't have all this planned out, so yeah. Okay, this should be decent.
It's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have Elon Musk level talent at something, and I want you to find it, embrace it, and use it to make a difference.
It's a better one.
The next question on the phone comes from Keith Cowing and NASA Watch.
Well, first of all, congratulations. You've launched a rather unconventional payload into space, one that's generated a lot of buzz, and there's a lot of people, some of them citizen scientists, some of them they're just newbies when it comes to tracking things in space. They're going to try and track the Tesla and understand what's happening to it. You know, like that movie, Dude, Where's My Car? And other than the live webcam today, what is SpaceX going to do to interact with this community of Tesla trackers once the car leaves orbit? Do you have a plan, or are you just going to kind of wait and see what bubbles up on the internet and react to it?
We don't have a plan. No plan. The battery's going to last about 12 hours from launch, roughly. After that, it's just going to be out there in deep space for maybe millions or billions of years, who knows. Yeah, maybe discovered by some future alien race, thinking, what the heck, what were these guys doing? Did they worship this car? Why do they have a little car in the car? That really confused them. So, not sure what's going to happen, but I think, it's kind of a fun thing, and I sure hope that next burn works, by the way. But I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Not true. Not true.
But maybe we are aliens.
Of course I'd say
maybe
that, wouldn't
we
I?
are aliens. Do you think we'll make contact with aliens within the next 50 years?
Well, that's a really tough one to say. I mean, if there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us. That would seem quite likely, and we just are not smart enough to realize it.
All right. So hopefully you all made it to the end. I'm pretty sure only about 3 out of 42 people made it this far. But so yeah, that's just something I just wanted to talk about with you all. People not really paying as much attention to Elon Musk as we should. So he got the you know what? I'm gonna do one more. Except for this one gonna be about the Pope. Look who else supports universal basic income, alright? Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just decided to go there out of nowhere. Let's look this up. Pope universal basic income. Okay, look.
Pope Francis calls on popular movements and organizations to consider a universal base wage for unprotected workers. In a letter on Easter Sunday, the Holy Father encouraged the movements to bring change to global systems and structures that exclude those most suffering. Cardinal Michael Czerny, Undersecretary of the Vatican Office of Migrants and Refugees, joins us now from Rome. Your Eminence, thank you for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go now. But so I just wanted to expose some of that. So let's sum this up. Elon Musk believes that we need to fight artificial intelligence by merging with it. He believes that we all should. He believes that we will be on universal basic income. That's 2. He's launching all these satellites into outer space, which is going to control the internet and give him way too much power. That's 3. And this man believes in extraterrestrials. That's 4. So that's 4 reasons to watch out for this man. On another thing, you notice how when they were talking about opening up the country, right? You notice how he was so-called being the voice of reason, right? How he started tweeting and started pushing himself to the forefront, and even agreeing with Donald Trump. They had their little buddy moment. So you gotta think about that type of stuff. So, hopefully you all was able to make it through this video, because it's longer than usual. So be blessed. In Jesus' name, amen.